Welcome back to Parapausal Campfire Stories. We skipped a week because of all the bad weather everybody was having. And Lori works for the street people,
Highway department.
highway department, the street people.
Wow, that's loaded right there.
At least he didn't put you on the corner.
Wait,
We took Lori off the corner. So,
Yeah. It was cold.
Johnny is sick tonight. But Lori works for the highway department, so she's been really tired and busy. And then of course we had problems with servers being down, and just it's been and plumbing and just everything. Johnny can't be here tonight with us because he's sick of all of us girls. No, he's actually sick, so we'll miss him, but I'm sure he definitely needs a break, and he needs to be staying in bed anyways, as it is. All of us are kind of running a little bit of a cold or extra tired, but we'll get there. So the time before last, we had some interesting things go on, so I guess it would be the last Campfire Stories video if you guys are watching this on YouTube. Johnny and Janet had a little campfire that kept going off and flashing lights and doing crazy stuff when we were talking about the Ouija boards. So Lori had said that this time around we are going to talk about an experience that she had with some lights flashing on and off in a graveyard, and then we can just go around, and if anybody has any stories or whatever they want to talk about, or something that's just kind of been on their mind, then we'll, hey, I wanted to tell this story, but haven't got to that subject matter yet. Then you're more than welcome to do so, and we'll try and make this a short one because I know, Lori, you're tired. And start with Lori, and she can tell us about her graveyard story or any other story that you had that had to do with that light and turning on and off, which is always fun.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think. It wasn't this summer we just had, it was the summer prior.
Okay.
And it was at the cemetery in Girard, Kansas, the one I talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was me and my husband, and then our ghost hunting people with Bill and Sheila. And it was probably, I don't know, it was after midnight when we were there. And we started walking up the hill because part of the cemetery is kind of on a hill. And then we seen a cop pull in, and we're like, oh crap, So he was just making his rounds and seeing people out there because George's kind of sketch, but and we told him that we told him what we were doing, that we were always respectful, we weren't going to do this, that, blah, blah, blah. So he leaves, and then the boys take off to go their way like normal, and me and Sheila take off our way to like we do normally. And then probably about 45 minutes later, we all four meet up again at pretty much the spot where we split. And so my husband's like, hey, you guys need to come up here and check this out. So as we're walking, I walk by this tombstone, this headstone, and I believe it was a child, and they had the solar lights there on each side of it with some flowers and this and that. And as soon as I walk by it, they come on. They hadn't been on the whole time we were there. And I got about 5 feet away, and they went off. And I was like, did you see that? And my husband's like, yeah. He goes, they did that to me earlier. And I'm like, well, why didn't you say something? He's like, I just figured it was a glitch or something. I was like, they're solar. How can it be a glitch? It's freaking midnight. But every time we would walk by it, they would come on.
Huh.
And as long as we stood there, they would stay on. And then when we left, they would go out. It was just really weird.
That is weird. Oh
Really
my
weird.
god. Yeah,
And
that's
like
cool.
I said,
That's
it was a
cool.
summer night. It was hot. There was no wind or anything, and they would come on, and we'd leave, and they'd go off. It was
Wow.
weird. It was really weird.
So, did you guys have any like thing with you that you could do like EVPs or anything else around that?
No, I just have some of those on my phone, but I don't really trust those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some real stuff. So we can next time we go, I can actually trust what I'm getting
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
the stupid little apps you download on your phone. I don't trust
Yeah,
those.
but those are fun.
They are. They are. It scares the shit out of Bill. He's like a big scaredy cat, but he loves doing it.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, I was gonna tell a graveyard story because we were kind of gonna do like a graveyard thing, but if it's okay, I was gonna tell this graveyard story that was pretty funny. That because you guys, these three, us three over here know, but I think you'll get a kick out of it. Okay. Is that okay if I tell it? Okay. Not as scary. Well, not as scary for us, but it was hilarious. So it was my next door neighbor Jason, his friend Lori, you'll remember him, Mikey.
Little Mikey?
Yeah, little
Okay.
Mikey. And Mindy. Okay, so when we say little Mikey was what, 4'5" maybe?
Maybe.
Because
Wow.
I was I'm 5'3", and I know I was 5'3" around that time, and he was probably about at least a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
I'd say he was probably 4'6", maybe with shoes on.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta make him with shoes on.
Not the
Oh.
camera over.
So set the scene, okay? So both Mindy and I are about the same height. We're about 5'3", Janet, and Mikey is about, we'll say 4'6". We'll give him 4'6", 4'6". So we decided to go to the Orinoco graveyard at night. This is before they locked it down at night and before people started going and messing with all the freaking tombstones and stuff like these disrespectful a-holes do. And
Yes,
so we decided that, I think it was in October, but it was still pretty warm. So we went down to the graveyard, and Mindy, love her to death, she is so scared of like everything.
Scared of her shadow.
She's the one that I talked about with the Ouija board that was huddling on the bed in the corner. Same Mindy, okay, Janet?
Okay.
So the four of us go down and we walk down the trellis and we go to the graveyard, the Orinoco graveyard, and we go kind of down and to the right, and they have a kind of a big mausoleum that's there, and we usually go there to see, if there's anything going on. So we went and we walked. It was kind of in the back right hand corner of the cemetery, and so this fog rolls in. Okay, so it's the middle of the night,
no.
and a fog rolls in,
Lovely.
and we are like, oh my god, this is perfect. And so we're just walking, talking. Jason and I are up front, and Mikey and Mindy are in the back of us, but we're all talking. And Mindy's like, I just saw somebody. I was like, what? Nuh-uh. Come on. And we look over and we don't see anything. She goes, I swear, somebody just stepped out from behind that tombstone. I was like, whatever, stop. You're trying to scare us now, aren't you? And she's like, I swear I'm not. I was like, Okay. So we all turn and we see somebody peek, just the silhouette, black person, because can't see hardly anything. The moon is out, but it's still pretty dark in the graveyard. We see something peek out from behind the tree. Mikey and Mindy scream. Mindy goes running. I mean, fast as you possibly can out of the graveyard. Mikey grabs a hold of her shirt to try and stop her, and he is behind her, screaming after her. Dude, it was like a freaking cartoon. When you see the dust flying up everywhere. She dragged him out of the graveyard.
Was she wearing her black boots?
Just like this cartoon scene, and they do the foot movement, and then here's Mikey staying behind her, trying to stop her, rip her shirt or anything, which was really. That's funny.
So a Scooby-Doo moment.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Anyway,
That's great.
that's our story.
Mindy needs to be watching these.
I'm gonna tag. I forgot to tag her in the last one, but I will tag her because I think I got Cindy and Ruth on there too. So, oh my god, I don't have Mikey though. So,
Oh, how funny.
well, okay. Anyway,
That's
was a
great.
good one.
That's hilarious.
No wonder Mindy moved away from you. You tormented her.
Well, she was scared of everything because she had an older brother who pranked her.
older brother and a younger brother and a
Yeah.
older sister. So, her
Yeah.
older brother and sister, they would gang up on her, but. Oh my god! You would think after hanging out with me for a while, over that. Oh my goodness!
It also seems like she was really good about psyching herself up.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Definitely
Yeah.
was. So we figured that after we got out and we were on the main road, we figured that maybe it was just like a bum or somebody that had been in there, and they were just kind of looking behind the tree, came out from behind the gravestone, and was looking behind the tree just to see who it was, if it was the cops or whatever.
Didn't Lonnie live around there too?
Do what?
Didn't Lonnie live around there too?
Yeah, he lived right down the road. So, but Lonnie wasn't with us at the time.
Right, but he could have seen you guys and thought, ha ha.
Oh, he could have. Yeah, I didn't even think about asking Lonnie if he'd done that. I could
That's
see that
funny.
happening too, because they were always. See, I hung around with mostly guys my entire life.
Same.
Yeah. So
It was me and you and like 20 guys.
yeah, exactly.
Everybody
And
thought we were hookers.
yeah, and then if Christy was around, it was me, Christy, and then just like tons of dudes, because that's what I grew up with. My next door
and
neighbor.
That's what I preferred, because girls were bitches. I'm sorry. I mean,
Girls are backstabbing bitches. Yeah.
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 Except
Yeah.
for us. That's why
We're all women here, It's
yeah,
okay.
I know, right? Yeah, but you can tell that
Company excluded.
the ones who weren't backstabbing bitches stayed my friends forever. So,
Right?
oh my goodness. Oh,
After a minute where I was, stupid and did that kind of shit. But it was, thankfully, I learned quick. So.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and it's also being young too. Back when we were younger, we did stupid shit, and that's how you learn how to be a good person, or learn how to be a backstabbing bitch. Still.
Yep.
I'm always the counselor in my groups.
I was always the counselor and the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
always
The
what
one that came to when somebody needed beat up.
yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, I got funny stories that it has nothing to do with paranormal, so I'm going to leave that there.
Okay.
Just ask Jennifer Stapleton how many times I whooped her ass.
Oh.
I only had to do it once.
Oh my god.
Oh, I did it several times. I even got put on probation,
Yep.
and they said that I
Why?
couldn't be within like 5 feet of her, and we had 4 fucking classes together. How's that work?
All right.
Oh,
Wow.
do you
Wow.
remember Chrissy Crowley?
Yes.
You were there that day.
Yeah. Oh, I vaguely remember that one.
She was talking shit about me behind my back and wouldn't say it to my face, and I was like, "No, it'll be fine." And she said it to my face, and she ended up in the hospital at lunch.
Oh my.
What ruffians? We were ruffians, Janet.
We were feral.
I was a loner. I stayed away from everybody.
Yeah, but you would have. We were a group of loners. That was the thing. So
Yeah.
you would have
Oh.
fit right into our group.
Oh,
I know,
Yep.
weird to say, but we were a group of loners. We were all okay with being alone, but we loved hanging out together.
Yes, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah,
it totally makes sense.
exactly. So see, you would have fit right in. That's why you fit
But I was
right in. There.
the loner, tiny, still looked
Aw.
at kneecaps on up until 10, it felt like.
Oh,
And I was different from everybody. So I said, I don't need friends. I'm okay.
yeah. See, if she would have grew up with us, she would have been right. She would have fit right in because we were
Yep.
all different in our own little ways, and
That's for sure.
I think that's what made our group so great. Though was that we were all we were okay with being by ourselves, and alone. As most of the time, we preferred that. We hung out on the weekends, but we were all different, and weird. And nobody else basically, at least we felt like nobody else really wanted to be around us.
Mhm.
But when we were all together, boy, we
All
could,
hell broke loose, huh?
yeah, but we didn't cause trouble. We weren't the type that would like go and vandalize stuff or get in trouble
Right.
with the law, except for Lori, but that's only because she beat people up.
Right? Hey, she got off at my bus stop. This wasn't even at school. This is what pissed me off about it. Jennifer got off at my bus stop and followed me all the way home, running her cocksucker. And I kept telling her, "You better shut your face."
Mm-hmm.
And I got in my yard, and she grabbed my
She
hair, and that
wasn't.
pisses me off.
She
And
wasn't
so
good at shutting her mouth.
Huh?
No.
She
No.
was not good at shutting her mouth.
No, she grabbed my hair and pulled me, and I dropped my books, and there it went. And we were in my yard. And my mom come out, and she's like, "You two break it up." And Jennifer stood up and said, "Shut your mouth, you fucking bitch." And I'm like, "Oh, hell to the no." And I looked at my mom, and she goes, "I'm going inside."
Ah,
Oh, good mom.
I finished
So it was
it.
a fuck around, find out situation.
that's
Yes.
right. Exactly.
Yes. And so Monday morning, because I was in band, we had to be at school early for band practice. I got pulled out of band practice on the football field, walked by Gallhofer, who didn't like me anyway.
Oh my
Walked up-
God.
walked up
Gallhofer
to
liked
the
me.
office, walked up to the office, and there sat Jennifer and her parents, and a couple police officers, and an attorney. And
Oh
they
my
put me on
God.
probation for that whole entire school year. Oh, you better bet I violated that probation quite a bit, because every time I saw that little bitch, it got to the point where Gallhofer would just turn his head when I had her out there in the commons area where the halls met. He'd just turn his
Yeah.
head.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, she told everybody she's the one that beat me up. But she had two black eyes. Her glasses got broken. She had a bloody lip. I dislocated her nose. I didn't break it. I just dislocated it.
Oh,
Got that. Boy.
Yeah.
it's just
Oh
a
my
good
gosh.
girl. I was one of those girls that was just always good. I had to follow rules, you know,
Yeah.
just one of those kids.
I generally did when I went to school. I just didn't go to school a lot.
Me
'Cause
either.
I hated it. I hated it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. No.
But
All right, back to paranormal.
sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's the fun of this. We get to tell old stories, and that's the point too. To kind of keep
Right.
these stories alive, because once we're dead, nobody's gonna know them anyways. So,
Right.
Right?
oh my gosh. Hold on, just one second, baby. Babe, can you shut the door all the way? I can hear that from here. Thank you, babe.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Janet, do you have stories that you want to tell?
I don't have any graveyard ones,
That's fine.
but I'm toggling between two.
Well, tell 'em
One
both.
is I think that the one I was gonna tell the one big one that I was from the haunting, but I think I want to talk about the my time when I crossed the Pacific Ocean in a 22-foot sailboat.
What?
Just me and one other person
Oh,
I have not.
from Hawaii to Berkeley.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how
So
fun.
before I went, I told everybody, I said, there's something midway is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but I know it's going to happen. Something. Don't know what it is. But just mark my words. Midway, something weird is going to happen.
Okay, well, you're gonna stop and rewind first off. Okay, what started this whole expedition, anyways? How did
Okay.
somebody talk you into doing this?
Okay, so the backstory to this one is my friend Reed he was racing his boat, single-handed race to Hawaii.
Okay.
And so what I did is I helped him prep the boat, and I prepped the food for him. I mean, literally little girl sanding a boat and, cleaning out the bilge because I could fit down there. That kind
How
of
old
stuff.
were you?
I was in my 20s.
Okay.
And about maybe 28.
Okay.
Maybe, no, it was after that. Shoot, I was in my 30s. I was 30 because my mom had passed.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. And so he won the race, and he's like, hey, everybody pitched in, and we want to thank you for helping me win this race. And we were wondering if you would like to fly out to Hawaii and come back with me.
Oh, how
Wow.
cool.
Okay, here's the thing. Never had been on a plane,
Oh.
ever. And I went on a plane for the very first time by myself.
Oh.
Aw.
Super cool. I love planes. I
Yeah.
do. I love being in a plane. And
Mhm.
those island hoppers are so much fun. So much fun. They're so cute and they're fun. Little planes, So yeah, my first experience with flying, and I got to be, in a big jet, and then and a little puddle hopper.
Puddle jumper. Yeah. Puddle jumper.
Puddle
Yeah.
jumper, yeah. So that was really cool. And so, whole lot of stuff happened on this trip. I mean, a whole lot of not great things, but I don't
Okay.
want to really get into that right now.
All right.
I'm writing a book. I really am. Really writing a book. I've had a really interesting life. So, um, long story short, we had to hurry up and get back. We couldn't get me onto a plane. Um, my kid's dad never came and got them. And
Oh shit.
yeah, yeah. And,
So were you
and
already on the boat when you found this out?
I was not on the boat yet. We were
Oh,
gonna spend a little bit of time in Hawaii,
okay.
and we were on Kauai. Oh, great island,
Yeah, it's
great
beautiful.
vibes there. And so, it was like, hurry up and leave. We gotta go. We gotta go. And we thought, it was only supposed to be a 14-day trip. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the money to send me back. So
Okay.
that was my only mode of transportation at that point. So we're in there and we're leaving Hawaii and looking back at the island. First, there was a killer whale that breached, and that
Wow.
was cool.
Cool.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
cool. And it was the only whale we saw the whole time. But we had dolphin every other day, and I could hear them through the hull, which was really cool. And
I
they
love
would
dolphins.
circle our boat. We weren't going very fast. We were under two. We got caught under highs, what it's called a high, which means no wind. We're in a sailboat,
Oh crap.
no paddle, no motor, no nothing. We were reliant on the wind. Period. So there were times that we were standstill, and the water looked like glass.
Oh,
Crazy.
no.
Just it was beautiful, but it was like, God, I just need to get home, you know. But I'm one of those people that I believe, oh, geez, this fell off of me. I had it
Oh,
latched.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've had a lot of activity around here lately.
mm,
But okay, you don't want me to wear my crystal, all right. So we're in the boat. We're heading back. We get caught under two highs. Started running out of food and water. Uh, 14 days into the trip, we had
oh,
to severely ration. The whole trip took 28 days.
Oh my God.
28 days. But I'll tell you what, I would do it again. I would I would have a water purifier on the boat,
oh
you
my
know.
God.
But
That's a long time.
yeah, I came back weighing 87 pounds.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, 87 pounds was all I weighed
Oh
when I
my
got
God.
back.
Wow.
Um, and my hair was white because of so much
The
sun.
sun and the
Sun.
salt.
Yeah, oh, it was cool. It was cool. Um, but so the sun is going down and the stars are coming out, and then the sun went down, and we're in the back of the boat in the geez, my sailing, the berth, or not the berth, but outside. We were
Mhm.
just laying there and watching the stars, and all of a sudden, and I had a feeling about it too. So I had the feeling before we saw it. A red ball of light goes one way, and then a big orange one goes a different way, and then a green one that way, a yellow one that way, and a blue one that way.
Wow.
And we're not talking small. These were big, big things. Not natural, not normal,
Wow.
not meteorites, because they were too well formed.
Huh.
Completely round, just really cool. And so we're
Wow.
laying there, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, "Hey, Reed, remember what I said?" Oh my God, you were right, and we are halfway through.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, uh-huh. And all of a sudden, I'm laying there and I'm just really enjoying that vibe that I just got that uh-huh, okay, cool. And all of a sudden we hear whoosh.
Oh shoot.
I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like, Reed, you gotta look over the side of the boat to see what that is. Because if it's
Whoa.
bigger than this boat, I don't want to know what it is. You know? We're only in a 26-foot sailboat, guys.
Oh my god.
A whale would be bigger than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay? So, and this is before I really had my connection with Mother
Right.
Nature, and I wouldn't have been scared at all. I would have been going, "Oh my God, yay! I can touch a whale!" But no, what it was. So we had the light show above the heads, and then when we looked down, we had dolphin swimming around the boat, playing in the sea plankton. So all of those colors were being sparked in the
Oh
water.
wow.
So we had a light show in the heavens and a light show below us.
How
Cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
don't
That's my story.
I don't think yeah, that's pretty scary though. I can just imagine being out there if the water's like glass and you're like
No, I was not scared, not one point. I did get thrown in the cabin when I was reaching, because when the California coast, so it's the waves or the water meets land,
uh,
and it gets like a washing machine effect. Okay,
mhm.
and go on the California coast line, or just before the coastline, we hadn't even seen land yet, but
Oh,
we knew we were hitting land mass, like
yeah.
because the it goes up, so those waves are hitting the
Ooh.
shelf, and it becomes really chaotic.
Yeah.
And so I'm reaching for a sweatshirt because I had just went from tropical hot to,
Mm.
oh my God, it's cold out here.
Oh wow.
And so I'm reaching for a sweatshirt, and as I'm reaching, one big wave hit. And I'm reaching this way, and it hits
Ooh.
this way, and I was thrown backwards.
Oh.
And so the windows inside, there's a lip, and then it goes in and
Mhm.
then down. Okay, so that's the way the window is. I hit my
Ouch.
head there and
Mm.
knocked me out cold.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I had a concussion when I came
Dang.
home.
Oh, damn.
Well, thank goodness
Yeah.
that's the only thing that happened though, and that was right towards the end. So,
Yeah.
golly.
Oh yeah. And
Wow.
it was just really interesting, and I always knew we were going to be fine.
Mhm.
I did. Reed is a seasoned sailor,
Yeah.
and he was freaking out.
Oh.
Not once did I freak out.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
right.
just really enjoyed it out there.
Wow.
Now ask me if I'd do it again.
Would you do it
Nope.
again? You would,
In a
huh?
heartbeat.
You go, girl.
In a heartbeat. Even though you know that there's big things out there that can breach and crush your little boat. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And we had one of those big tankers out there,
I was wondering.
and it was coming towards us. We were in the shipping lane, no wind. And we're like, please, because little boats do get ran over by them, and they don't even know that they're there.
Yeah.
So I'm
Wha-
like, that was the one point that I'm like, oh, please, God.
Right?
Please let them see us, or let them veer away, whatever has to happen here. But we stayed up all night watching that tank.
I don't
bet I
like
would
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd be glued on that thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Like, move,
my story,
move.
and I'm sticking to it.
That's
Go to your
awesome.
cabin,
I
please.
love it.
Thank
Right.
you.
I'd be out there with lights and flashlights.
Right?
Oh, that's the other thing is our batteries were starting to go down.
Oh no.
So we couldn't, yeah, because we were on solar
Mm.
and our batteries were getting less and less and
Oh
less.
no, my gosh.
Yeah, it was,
Wow.
in hindsight, there's many, many, many times we could have died, but because we rationed the way we did, and, we were able to not sustain us very well, but, we were able
You
to get
avoided
into land.
cannibalism.
Oh, well, that would have been, I'd be the dead one. Yeah.
No, you were too small and stringy. Guy.
Well, but you didn't know how to operate the boat.
No, he had to drive the boat, man. Like, I didn't know how to sail.
You
I
figure
didn't
it
know how
out.
to make sure I got to land. No.
Just a couple toes here and there.
Exactly.
I'm such a giving person. I would have said, honey, go ahead. Just, right here. Go for it.
Uh-huh.
Make it home. Tell my kids I love them.
I love it. I love it. Oh, leave it to Lori. No.
That's me. I'm the smart ass one.
You don't have to eat each other. That's good. Oh my god. I'll tell you, that's one thing that I don't think I've ever wanted to do is go long travel in the water. Going from California to Catalina Island, that was enough for me. Catalina Island.
I love the ocean. I love
What is
being
that?
on the ocean.
I love the ocean. I don't love what's in the ocean. And, well, I'm sorry, the unknown stuff that's in the ocean. Because
Yeah. And that crossed my mind several times.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you, especially in that small of a boat.
Exactly. That's what would have
It's
made
like
it bad.
You feel the depth of that water is so immense.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think I want to know what's in
I
the
would just be
depth
like,
depth.
okay, there's going to be a megalodon that's going to come up from the deep, and it's just
No,
gonna
didn't
swallow us
even see
whole.
sharks. Didn't see any sharks. It was
Well, you
dolphins.
didn't see any. That didn't mean they're not down.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
and that's the other thing is the Farallon Islands are great white breeding grounds, and we were going straight through that.
Nope.
No, thank you. No, ma'am.
Yep.
I would rather crash out of the sky than drown or get eaten by sharks in the ocean. That's
I would take a big gulp of I would drown.
Yeah.
Before I would let them eat me.
Well, yeah. Yeah. If they can't get you in one gulp, then I wouldn't worry.
Right?
But of course, when you're okay, I know a little bit too much, but when you're in shock, you don't feel things.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you go right into shock.
You feel the first part of it, but not the second bite.
And
I always
the
say
other
that
thing
would hurt
about
me.
sharks is their teeth are so razor sharp that you don't feel it right away.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Thank you. What'd you say, Lori?
I said it only hurts for a minute.
It just a second.
It's but a flesh wound.
You bleed on me? Sorry. I had to do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
What?
I'm gonna go off on the creek. Oh.
You do know what that's about, right?
What?
That's a Monty Python.
Yes,
Yeah,
Monty
it's Monty
Python.
Python.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Love me some Monty Python.
Heck yeah. We're old.
Yeah.
All
Some
right,
of us
Christy,
are older
do
than
you?
others.
Yeah. Well,
See what
I'm the
happens
same
when
age
we
as that.
don't have.
Shut up.
See what happens when we don't have Johnny here to keep us under control.
I know, right? We
Wait,
just go.
come on.
Oh,
This is fun.
It
this
is
is
fun.
Welcome back.
fun. I know. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh,
Okay, so I can't figure out what story I want to tell,
okay.
and so I'm gonna let you guys pick A or B.
A.
B.
Okay, then. So,
Did that help?
very much.
Apparently so.
Okay, so Stacy will know what I'm talking about, and Laura, you probably will as well. So you know how between Carterville and Ornoga Web City there were the huge chats, which we talked about before, for mining, like gigantic piles of gravel. Okay,
They're not there no more.
huh?
They're not there no more. It's all
I
houses.
know they ruined all the fun. But when I was probably about 10 years old, we had this old, I can't remember what type of car it was. I know it was red, but I can't remember what type of car it was. But you know how they had we used to call them the turtle shells in the back, where there was like the back seat came up and then there was like a lip that had like cardboard or whatever, and then went to the back window.
Mm-hmm.
So I was small enough that I could fit up there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
that was
All right.
my favorite. This was before seatbelt laws were a thing.
I rode up there all the time
Nice.
when I was little.
Yeah. Like, 'cause you could look out the window and it was like you were looking up at, just the night sky.
Right?
Yeah.
So, again, sunroofs weren't a thing yet. And anyway, we were going, I don't know where we were going, but it was my mom and my dad, my little sister and me, and I was up in the turtle shell just looking up at the skies and, the stars and stuff, going through the chats. And it was probably like 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And we got followed by like orbs,
Oh,
mostly
cool.
green or yellow. But they were like going in and out of behind the chat piles as we were going down the road.
Uh-huh.
They were like zigzagging, crossing the road from one side to the other, but going behind chat piles.
Wow.
And my sister, because she was, she liked to pester me and whatnot at that time. She kept bugging me, and I'm like, leave me alone, smacking her away. And, finally my dad says, what's going on back there? And I was like, we got some really cool lights back here, and she won't leave me alone. And, he stopped and got out, and he saw him. But then when my mom got out, and this is what's interesting, when my mom got out of the car, we didn't see one more.
She was pretty scary.
Right? Like, she just put off that energy.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, never found out what they were. It only happened that one time.
Huh.
But, yeah.
That's
Mine was a
cool.
very short story this time.
That's crazy. Well, now I want to know what they were.
Right?
Right?
But like we had talked about before, there's a lot of energy around there. But I don't think, with the mining for ore and the everything else
Lead
that
and all
they
that.
mined for in and around that area. However, Janet, what we probably didn't mention before was a lot of those mine holes that were in the back of the chats area. People would dump bodies in.
Especially
Nice.
that's praying hands that's filled in now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's so sad that they filled that in. That was so pretty.
I was pissed
Yeah.
that they reclaimed that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What, that they filled it in?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that was it's been a minute. Probably 7, 8, 9 years ago, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But the praying hands are still there, but the big strip pit's gone. They filled it in
Huh.
Yeah.
after
Okay.
they
They
took
did a
out.
lot of it.
Yeah,
They did.
it was-
It
So
was
if there
sad.
was
Cars and all
bodies in
types
there,
of-
they're gone forever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did pull a few cars out, and then they got tired, and they had nowhere else really to put the water, so they just started filling it in
Yep.
with junk,
Hmm.
the chat stuff from the chats,
Yeah.
and the only reason I know that they would dump well, in Blue Hole, remember Blue Hole out in Orogo?
Well, they
They
Yeah.
tried
dug
filling that in. They haven't been able
well,
to yet.
no, but there was a lot of bodies there too,
Hmm.
because my dad was a rescue diver,
Lots of
Mm.
bodies.
and he'd have to. I can remember at least 4 times he got called to Blue Hole to
Yeah.
get bodies.
That's dangerous, though. I can't believe that he
Yes.
was able to retrieve him. So, see, Blue Hole was so deep. They used to use it for diving, to help people learn how to do scuba gear. They even put like a fake pirate ship down there, so that people
Oh.
could learn how to swim through it and stuff. But then they realized that, okay, so
The caves
underneath there is a suction, because of
and
the tunnels
undertow.
and stuff.
Yep.
So you get down so far and you get sucked in to that thing, and you keep on going.
Yeah, you can't get out.
No. The suction's so hard that they can't get out. That's why they weren't able to fill it in, is because they put all the chats and stuff in there and it just suck it through and
Wow.
go someplace else. And then when it went to this next place, it filled that part up with water and turned it into swampland, which is why part of the Orinoco area that they took the chats out of, they weren't able to get it from being swampland anymore because they couldn't fill Blue Hole in. But that's why I'm surprised. I mean, that was a dangerous job that
Yeah.
your dad
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
That's why
they would tie all kinds of ropes and stuff on him just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
That's why
not
they
a lot
stopped.
good that would do, but
Yeah. But I'm just surprised that they were able to find it. I mean, once you get down to a certain level, if you can get past that suction that's right
Mhm.
here, then once you get down there, then you just drop straight to the bottom. But if it hit just right, or if you hit that just right, boom,
No,
by
thank
you
you.
go.
Wasn't
And-
daylight?
and
Wasn't daylight like? Didn't daylight feed into or like?
No,
Well-
daylight was just straight down. I'm sure
Yeah.
that like way down deep there was the mine holes, but yeah, they were able to fill that in.
Well, the
Okay.
one at the Praying Hands had an undertow too. It just wasn't as bad as Blue Hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So,
why
I
they
mean,
didn't
I
want
can only
anybody swimming
imagine.
in there.
Yeah. So when you were saying between the chats between Orinoco and Carterville, I was thinking that's the first thing that popped in my head, that it was like, people
Yeah.
trying to get a hold of somebody and let them know, hey,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be.
Wow.
It could be, but it like I said, it never happened again. And that was a road we traveled a lot.
Right, right.
But
Mhm.
Well, and that could
Okay.
be the weather, the way the planets are aligned, what the
Yeah.
moon phases in. It probably just all aligned well enough that you could see that. But I could definitely see him being scared of your mom and going away.
okay, so do you guys want to hear a very, very funny graveyard story?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, Stacy, did you ever meet my grandma on my mom's side?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She was the nicest woman in the world.
No.
If you were hungry, she would give you her food. Like her meal, she would give that to you. If you didn't have clothes, come shop in her house.
Oh,
A very Christian woman, always did the best she could for absolutely everybody. And her family has been in the area for a long time.
mm-hmm.
And they had a family plot in the cemetery in Webb City that you used to live next to.
Okay.
Guess how many times she got moved around in that cemetery in the family plot?
Don't know.
4 times.
Like literally dug up and moved.
Yes, literally dug up and moved because they kept sticking her in the wrong plots.
Oh shit!
Oops.
Yeah.
That's not even right.
Right? Well, apparently there was some issues because like they didn't when the family bought the plots,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't necessarily assign who went where.
Okay.
And so at first they put her, like the day she was buried, they put her in her sister's grave spot. But she wasn't dead yet.
What?
Wait, your
Yeah.
grandma wasn't dead yet?
No, my grandma was dead. Her sister wasn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What? Sorry, grandma. There's a big lapse in my snaps. Sorry, Chrissy.
Yes. Okay, everybody take a breath.
Straightness to you.
Oh, okay. They put so the day she was buried on one of her sisters, like where that sister was supposed to be buried when she passed.
Okay.
And then I don't know who it was in the family went to the funeral director and then to the cemetery, and like when the service was over, but like the same day,
Yeah.
and said she's got to be moved. That's not where she belongs.
Oh, Lord.
Jeannie goes there. Well, why does Jeannie have to go there? Well, because Wendell's here and there's not enough room for this one and this one. It was like trying to arrange seating at a wedding for the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my goodness.
God. Oh, you can't bury her near here because she didn't like him.
Right. And like they were very Christian people, and they're like, that spirit will not be at rest if you do that.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
And I believe that. I mean, because some of the hatred for these people was deep.
Oh, my God.
And anyway, so then they dug her up within a week. They dug her up and put her in what they thought was where she was supposed to be.
Oh, gosh.
And then it was next to a cousin. And they were like, no, because her husband hasn't died yet. And that husband goes there.
Wow.
And they were like, okay, well then that means, so then they went back and they had to ask everybody, do you know where you're supposed to go? For everybody that was still alive. And they were like, this is this and this, and that's supposed to be there, and this and this, and that's supposed to be there. The third time, they dug down, they put her in the ground, she was there for 3 months, and then she started sinking. And they found out why. They buried her on top of someone else that didn't have a grave marker.
Oh, my God.
And the weight of her casket, because it was like an older one, the weight of her casket crushed the wooden casket. And so then she had to be dug up and buried
Oh
somewhere.
my goodness.
And so then they made a map and they found out who it was that was buried there. And they now have a headstone, thankfully,
Right?
because they didn't, and that's how that happened, because nobody knew there was anybody buried there.
Oh, cool.
And so then when they finally got her put, they, instead of doing a single headstone, they did a 2-person headstone so that my grandpa, when he passed, wouldn't go through the same situation. And they basically said, okay, if any of you expect to be buried here, we want your headstones. We will take them out, fill them in when you pass.
Right.
But we want them here now because this should never happen to anybody ever again.
Oh my
Right.
gosh. That's
Wow.
Be
horrible.
evicted 3 times when you're dead.
Right?
She was very active for a dead person. Sorry.
Right? Well, I mean, and to be fair, when she was alive, she never sat down. She was always either cooking, cleaning, sewing, praying, doing stuff for somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
You never
That poor
saw her sit
lady.
down. And I
That's
was
the
like,
reason-
well, you know,
Ah. Oh
she
my gosh.
she wasn't apparently, you know, she had some things she felt she needed to do, and she wasn't happy with where she was.
Par for the
Well,
course,
the
right?
other way you could- yeah. The other way you could look at that is that she was self-sacrificing to that point that she said, "Oh, this is going to be a problem for everybody. I'm willing to go through this in death
Oh my
and help the
gosh.
situation."
That poor
Yeah.
lady. And
So-
hence the reason I want to be cremated. What, Lori?
Yeah.
They didn't charge you for all this moving, did they?
No, and we actually got the headstone free.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Wow.
Cool.
Where's
Yeah,
those
actually, I want to be
stories?
eaten by fungi.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And you know what the really bad part was? Is it was right up at the front of the cemetery.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh. So everybody's
And
looking
so-
at all these.
Oh,
If
my
you're
goodness.
driving by, it looked like the family had a mass
Murder.
death or something because there were 4 dug up.
Oh, my
you know.
goodness.
What
Yeah.
the-
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
And I
was.
thought my family was screwed up when it comes to where you're being buried.
Oh, yeah? Why is that? Are they the same way?
Well, yes and no. My grandma and grandpa on my mom's side, so my mom's parents, long time ago, they bought a whole bunch of plots out at Lath Branch Cemetery, which is east of Fort Scott.
Right.
And so they were the first 2 to be buried there side by side. So there was supposed to have been one for my grandma, one for my grandpa, which they got. Then they had 3 girls, so there was supposed to be 2 for each of them and a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was supposed to be 1 for each of the firstborn grandchildren. So it would have been me and then my cousin Sean and my cousin Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was supposed to be 2 more, but I don't really remember who those were for. So grandma died first at 49 of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so she was buried. And then grandpa died like 6 years later, I think, in his sleep from a heart attack. So he was buried next to her. And then it just started, had a great uncle that passed away. He should have been put in the military cemetery in Fort Scott because he was
okay.
a veteran.
Right.
Oh no, he took one of our plots.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
That
his,
could've messed up the whole flow.
huh?
So that messed up the whole flow.
Yeah, because then his plot, it wasn't even one of his plots. Well,
Yeah.
then his wife passed
Oh
away,
my God.
and because he wasn't in the National Cemetery, she didn't want to be in the National Cemetery, so she took another plot.
Oh my.
And yeah, and then my cousin, who was, I want to say she was like 17, really bad into drugs,
Mm.
baby that died at like 28 days or something.
Oh.
He took a plot,
Wow.
and then my
So
other
nobody's
aunt,
gonna have anything.
my mom and I do not, well, my mom wants cremated, so that's no big deal. I don't have a plot. And that's where I want to be buried. So I'm going to have to get a hold of somebody and get me a plot bought. I mean, it's
Right.
with the family. It's going to, because everything's full, but yeah, I was.
Fun.
Every time they drop a body in there, I'm like, whose plot was that? They don't need to be there. They need to be in the National Cemetery, or they need to be.
Right.
My
Wow.
Yeah, my aunt was just giving plots away left and right, and I'm like, now the baby, I didn't really care about Maisie.
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
of course. Yeah.
she was a baby. That was
Mhm.
fine for her to be out there with great grandma and great great grandma and great great grandpa.
Right.
But the other ones, they should have been somewhere else.
Mm. Wow.
Wow. And
Yeah.
Janet, you said you want to be fungus?
Yeah, there's a it's a special coffin that they put mushroom spores all around you,
I've heard
and
of
the
that.
mushroom eats your body, and you become a natural fertilizer for the earth.
Huh.
I've
Okay.
heard of
You
that.
You can do that in Oklahoma too. You can buy a wicker coffin,
Uh-huh.
and but the cemetery that you go into has to okay it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh,
I guess that you could even do it at your home here.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
You said you wanted to be cremated, Stacy?
Yep.
You know, if as long as you stay in Missouri, yours will be free if you want it to be.
Really?
Yeah, because when COVID hit, and they've never removed this law. When COVID hit, because you couldn't have funerals and all that stuff because of people, Missouri made a law that if you are a resident for at least 31 days and you pass away, your family could put you on a big ass bonfire in the backyard and cremate your ass.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
So see, it just costs wood and gas.
There you go.
Hot
There you
dogs.
go. Don't even have to pay for that.
Yep.
I've got to get going because I've got animals to feed.
Oh, yes, yes. All right. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So thank you guys very much for all your stories. I had such a great time today. Johnny missed out.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you guys, everybody, for coming. And I hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you again. And y'all have sorry, I'm trying to get through this. All right.
Oh, just take a breath. And you're gonna have to take my comment out anyway, so
Wait. Oh, no, I don't have
Yeah.
to. You can't make me.
whatever. Well,
Okay. Anyway, all right. Thank you for everybody for coming to our show. I hope you join us next week for another Parapausal Campfire Stories, and y'all have a blessed day.
Like, comment, and subscribe.